Okay, I'm back now that I've lost a couple of people that was with me. I don't know what's going on with these stinking comments. Oh, look, now my comments are there. Oh, good. Now I see my comments. Now I've lost everybody that was with me. I hope you guys come back. Come back, come back, come back. Anyways, so I'm just going to continue here. So that is the Make This Season Bright advent calendar. Like I said, this will be available tomorrow. It will be available for purchase tomorrow for $99. And then I think, oh, and then the only other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was the paper pumpkin. If you guys are paper pumpkin fans or you've subscribed before, paper pumpkin is an awesome little kit that you get each month, or you can customize it how often you want to receive it. You can receive it every month. I see a viewer on here. Oh, Dawn, I see you now. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I could not see my comments. So I guess by logging out and logging back in, it worked. So awesome. Thank you. Thank you for commenting. I lost the couple of viewers I had, so hopefully they'll come back. Facebook is so wonky. I hate how you depend on stuff and it doesn't work all the time, you know. But anyways, so that's that. And then I don't know if I have a picture of the, let me see what picture I have here. Got that one. Let's get this one off. Do I have another? I don't think I have a picture of the paper pumpkin, but the paper pumpkin is an awesome subscription. Like I said, you can, yay, Karen, I see you. Okay, phew. I don't know what was going on with Facebook, but I'm happy that I'm able to see all the comments, because I was like, I cannot do my Facebook Live and not see what you guys are all saying, because you guys are amazing with your comments and you keep me going on my Facebook Live. I love it when you guys comment. So I'm so happy it is working. So Karen's here and Dawn's here. Thank you guys so much. I'm so excited to have you guys. So anyways, what I was saying was the paper pumpkin, that is a monthly subscription. It doesn't have to be monthly. You could subscribe as often or as little as you want. It's a fun little kit that you get in the mail once a month. I do it monthly, and you never know what you're going to get. Well, I mean, you have kind of an idea. They do show you. And they've added a new thing where they have dies now that you can purchase as an add-on. Every 3 months they change the dies out, but they coordinate with the previous 3 months of paper pumpkin. So it's pretty good. Hi, Roseanne. Welcome. Sorry if you got booted off the first one. I don't know who was on there. I couldn't see comments, so I'm so happy to see everybody's comments. So I'm going to go ahead and flip you guys down. Let me see. Let me put a picture up so I don't make you guys seasick. Let's see. We'll put that one up. And there we go. All right, I'm going to flip you guys down so that we can go ahead and work on these cards today. Let me see. Let me make sure. I don't want to get you guys seasick here. Let's see. Where's my camera? There we are. It looks pretty good. Let me just rotate it. There we go. Rotate. I really need to get a new tripod here. I really need to get a new lighting system too, but it is what it is. It doesn't look too bad when I'm looking on the videos, so let's see. I think that is the right way. All right, let's get you guys over here now. Let's see. Where is my, there we go. All right, so you guys should be able to see the Stampin' Up. I think I need to flip-flop it here. There we go. All right, so let me, there we go. Back out of there a little bit so we get a little bit more space in here. All right, so the first thing we're going to do before I forget is we're going to do our drawing giveaway. I had all of the numbers in my wheel. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and spin that in a second. Let me get you guys over here. Yeah, the paper pumpkin, I love how they have now incorporated those dies. And I tend to go back on my paper pumpkin stamps, and I use them on cards. So I am very excited with the paper pumpkin and the stamps and stuff. So I have the list of everybody who commented last week on that cute, where is it? The cute little Happy Halloween card we made last week. So we have Karen, Dawn, Amy, Roseanne, Shelley, and Billie Jean. So I'm going to go ahead and spin the thing. Wow, my Facebook is laggy, as always. We're going to tap to spin and see who she lands on. Roseanne! Woohoo! And she's a big Halloween fan, so that's perfect. I will go ahead and get that out to you sometime this week. And I have added a little extra in there, which I'm going to try to add a little extra. It's nothing spectacular. It's just a little extra, I guess. So, Roseanne, I have your address, so I will get that out to you shortly this week. Congratulations. I love it. I love that you guys are entering the giveaway. And again, if you want to win the giveaway, the cards this week, just type in the word giveaway in the video description, and we will pick a winner next week on my next live. So these are the cards we're making. They're very simple, very easy note cards. I love the note cards. And again, like I said, I'm using that Pattern of Friendship set. The note cards seem to always be overlooked, I feel. The note cards are wonderful because you get a package. If you buy the package of them, you get 20 note cards plus their envelopes. And the note cards are, their dimensions are 5 1/8 by 3 5/8. So they're 3.5 by 5, basically. They fit into the envelopes. And they're blank. They're already pre-scored for you. You can see the score line right there. Easy, super easy. I like to keep the note cards on hand because a lot of times when I do giveaways or if I sell stuff, I'll throw a little note card in there. I always give a card away, and I usually always take and put the a Post-it note on a regular size card, so anybody can use it again or keep it or whatever they want. So if anybody ever buys from me or I give away stuff or whatever, I always try to include a full size card. But I like to have the note cards because they're nice to have for presents, a quick hey, how you doing type thing, and they're fun to make because they're easy to make, and they are great to give away as gifts. My sister-in-law, I always, for Christmas, she loves my cards, and I always try to give her a bunch of my regular size cards for Christmas that I have collected all year round, and I do the note cards too for her. So these are so easy, and I thought it would be perfect to make these guys with the Pattern of Friendship. So the Pattern of Friendship, like I said, is on our last chance. You can get just the stamp set if you want, or you can get just the die, or you can put both of them. But when you are going on our last chance, don't order them as a hi Pat, welcome. Do not order them as a bundle. Order them separately because you're going to get a cheaper price. So this is nice because it's just sentiments, and it's friendships, and it's also, there's happy birthday. I love that one. Bestie, thanks for being the best. Thinking of you brings a smile to my face. Let's keep in touch. You bring so much joy and laughter to my life. Friends are the family you choose for yourself. I love those sentiments. This one is definitely a keeper, and I just love it. And this die, I've used this die over and over and over again. This die creates an awesome background, if you guys can see that, with the little perforated holes in there. And it's just so subtle, but it gives a awesome background effect. So I've already, as you can see, pre-cut them out. And this is another great way with your note cards to use up your DSP, like your scraps. I know we all have scraps of DSP. We all have those pieces. And being that the note cards are smaller than our regular cards, we can really get away with using our scraps. So like I'm using, I love this paper, the Everyday Sky 6x6 paper. With the note cards, you could use, what I did was just took one piece. So one full piece right here, and you cut it into 3x3 squares. No waste. It's going to use that whole piece up, and you're going to get 4 different cards out of that for the note cards. So that's what I did. I've already pre-cut them. I love the colors. And then, of course, with our DSP, it always gives you a list of the coordinating colors. So this one has a lot of coordinating colors in it. This one has, so it's got the Azure Afternoon, which I'm using. And then it's got the Cajun Craze, which I remember Dawn said she really liked that color. So there's the Cajun Craze, which I really like. That's a great color, especially around this time of year for the fall stuff. Fun. So that is what I'm using. This DSP, you could also use the back, but I thought the colors there would be fun to use. So I also have die cut shapes. Now you could use any die cuts you have, any shape die cuts. I know with Stampin' Up! Over the years, they've had so many amazing die cuts. We also have punches, so you could use your punches. The die cuts I'm using is the Nestled Essential dies. So I'm just using some of these shapes. I just measured my, you know, the sentiments here, and I took whatever die would fit around it. And that's what I did. So this is great with the, I hope they keep this Cajun Craze always and forever, because it is a great color. And it's an orangey color, which we don't have a lot of orangey colors. So, so yeah, any shape dies will do. And I'm going to leave everything that I've used. I had it in the other video, but after this is done, I will put all the products in there and the sizes and everything of everything that I used. So you're going to want to get, I decided to do 4 note cards just because I cut up the one DSP into 4 little squares. So I'm going to just pick out the 4 of them. And I'm going to use my bone folder. Of course, you guys know I love the bone folder. Hi, Shelly. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. If you want a chance to win today's cards, which are these guys here, go ahead and type the word giveaway in the comment section, and then you'll be entered to win. This week, that card we made last week, the fun little, what do you call it there, Halloween card, Roseanne was the winner. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm just going to take my 4 cards here and get them all folded over with my bone folder. Like I said, these come pre-scored, so you don't even have to think about it. You just take them out and get to working. This is also a cheap, I don't want to say cheap, but an inexpensive way to start your crafting. If you were looking to decide you wanted to craft, and you didn't know where to start, minus the dies, because you're going to need a stamp and emboss machine and all that stuff. Hi, Amy. Welcome. But you could pick up the note cards. You could pick up a stamp set or 2. something with some sentiments, something with some flowers or something, or you could pick up one that has a mixture, and then Memento and a couple of colored ink pads, and you could just stamp right on the note cards just like that. You could also pick up some DSP, but it's an easy way to get yourself started and wondering if you really do like stamping. And then of course, the more elements you add on, the more your card is going to stand out, I guess. So it's fun now. When I first started stamping, we just had punches, and they were fairly newer. There wasn't a lot of them. So that's how we got some great things on our cards, was the punches. But now we have the dies, the die cutting machine. It's a well investment. I mean, once you buy your machine, that's it. I mean, you bought the machine. It's going to last you forever unless you're going to be throwing it around your room or something. But they're pretty heavy duty, sturdy machines, and they're going to last you. And then it's just an investment of the different dies that you want. I highly recommend, if you're going to get into stamping, to get into the die cutting also, because they just go hand in hand. So on this one, I'm going to do a happy birthday. I'm going to do thanks for being the best, the bestie one, and then you bring so much joy and laughter. And I am going to use the Memento ink. Now, if you are getting this stamp set and it's brand new, because it's photopolymer, which we know now in the future, that's all we're going to see is photopolymer from Stampin' Up. To get your best, clearest image, because when you first get these stamps, they have a residue left on them from the company. No matter who you buy them from, the photopolymers always do. So you have a couple of options. You can take these stamps, ink them up, stamp them a whole bunch of times off the paper, each stamp. Or what I like to do, which I've already done this one with this one, is I take my Versamark ink and I just, did I do it on the right side? Okay. And I just slap the Versamark ink on here, and that's gonna help get your coverage of your ink when you want to, you know, use the Memento or whatever ink. And I'll just let them dry on there, and it won't ruin your stamps or anything. It helps get that whatever oil or whatever they have on the stamps, it helps get them away. Because you'll notice if you take your stamps and you start to stamp and you just put it to your ink and you stamp it down, you're not going to get that clear image. You have to either stamp the clear stamps probably 4 or 5 times each, or I like to do the Versamark and then I'll start using my ink with them. So that is a good little trick to get your clear image. Also, of course, if you guys have a stamp positioning tool, those are wonderful to get those dark images. That's another way where if you didn't want to put your photopolymer on, or you didn't want to, you know, stamp it 100 times, you could just put it in your stamp positioning machine, which is, you know, we all know what that is. And then that will just hold that stamp. It's like a thing with a hinge on it, and it'll just restamp the same image in the same place over and over again. So anyways, so I'm going to do the happy birthday, and I think I did the happy birthday on, which one did I do that one on? The bigger guy. So I'm just going to ink this up with my Memento, get that nice and inky. And I'm going to stamp this out on one of these guys, right in the middle. You could also put a bunch of bling on this. You could do ribbons. You could really fancy up these note cards, or you could just leave them plain and simple. And then I'm going to stamp out, let's see, so that one's done. We're going to stamp out this one, which is the, where's my stamp? Oh, right in front of me. There they are. We're going to do the Joy and Laughter stamp. So these go really quick. And then we do have in our Demonstrator website, when you're a demonstrator, we have a cost calculator. So it helps determine, if you were to sell your products, how much. So we can break it right down with everything we use. We can put in, you know, a quarter of basic white or however much we use. So I just put in the cost calculator before I went on here. I didn't put the Stampin, the dye, the inks, the glue. I just put in the note cards, basic white, the Cajun craze, and what else was in there? I think that was it, right? Yeah, the note card. Oh, and the DSP. So I just put those in there, and I put in how much I used of each, and it brings the cost out per card as a demonstrator. It brings it out to about $1.15. So that's how much just in the materials. That does not include the inks, the stamps. And it drives me nuts when people sit there and say, you demonstrators or you people who make things sell it for so much. Well, there's $1.15 already in one note card with the envelope. And not to mention our time and our thought process on it. Plus, I didn't even include the stamps, the dies, anything. I know the stamps and dies are something that we're going to use over and over again, but it does cost us up front to get those products. So a handmade item is well worth it because it takes us time. I know I talked to some of you guys, and I mean, we have our moments where we are on like a brain freeze where we don't have our mojo. So of course that's all going to take time to figure out what you're going to do, and it's quite a process. I enjoy it. I love it. But that's why, yes, can you go to a store and buy a dollar store card? Yeah. Is it going to be like these cards? No, not at all. So, but it is fun to sell to the right people, I guess. I don't really sell my stuff. I've been thinking about it a lot lately. But I don't know. Do any of you guys sell any of your craft stuff? I know Dawn's, you've got your husband's woodworking. He makes beautiful, beautiful things. Oh my gosh, gorgeous things. I've been lucky enough to get a couple of little wooden stuff from Dawn over the years, and oh, beautiful stuff. So I'm going to do Betsy. I'm going to stamp out Betsy. We have no Betsy in this stamp set, so I'm going to stamp out Bestie. How's that? So I'm going to stamp it out on this shape here. Ay, ay, ay. And then the last one is, what did I do for the last one? Thanks for being the best. And I like this stamp set because it's, yes, it's friend related, but there's also happy birthday and a lot of sentiments in here that you can use in your everyday card making. So let's see. I'm frozen up here. You guys still with me? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. So this last one is the, no, is that it? Yes, thanks for being the best. Guys can get creative with these note cards or keep them super simple. It's so much fun. I love giving away stuff. Especially when you make it, you know, it's handmade and you took all that time, and I just love it. That's why I love being a demo. I got into it because I love Stampin' Up! Products, but I love connecting with people, and I love that I have gained so many different friends through this process. Am I making money off of this? Heck no. But I didn't go in to being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator to think I was going to be making millions of dollars and living off of it and all this stuff. That's not why I did it. I did it because I have a passion for crafting and card making, and I had to push that energy out somewhere because I was just doing it here for nobody, and now I'm doing it for anybody and everybody, and I love it. I just love it, and I love making the videos. I just wish I had unlimited time. Yeah, it's fun being a demo. I just love it. It's just so much fun. And Dawn, if you ever want to become a demo again, I would love to have you on the team. The team of mighty stampers we are. They are, I have a wonderful team. They are such kind, amazing people. Excuse me while I make all this noise in the background. All right, so, and you know, as a demo back in the day, going back like 20 years when I first started, I wasn't a demo. I followed a demo, and it was all in person, which was awesome. I love being in person, gathering and all that stuff. But now with the online, it's so easy to connect with different people now. People you never would connect with. And people who go and do it in person, I think that's awesome. I did some to my local library, and that's awesome because you get that connection, which you don't get. You get a connection online, but you get a more deeper, I think, connection when you're actually face to face with people. So anyways, I'm babbling on. So I'm going to take my Stampin' seal, and I've already die cut. I die cut 2 of these in each color. These are cut at, let's see. They are cut at 4 3/4 by 3 1/4. So I cut them out at that size, and then ran them through the no, I didn't run it through the DSP. I ran it through the Stampin' and Emboss machine with that pattern die. This little guy here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to glue these to the front with my Stampin' seal. Give them a nice little glue to the front. I've been doing, which has been helping me immensely, is I've been creating a PDF of all of my projects that I'm doing. And it helps me get more organized with them. So I write down all of the sizes and pictures. I'm doing pictures with them. It is such a great way to de-stress, isn't it, Amy? I just love it. If you're stressed out, you could just go to town and just, I get in my own little head, in my own little world, and it's just amazing to have that de-stress when you're having a bad day or just a tough week. Get in there, do something for yourself, and creating just is wonderful. So yes, so I have created a PDF of all of the measurements and pictures and everything. And I started doing that with my first live. And then I was like, well, if you want it, email me. And I was like, what are you doing? You know how much work you're going to have if people want it and you're going to be emailing people left and right. So to make it easy, I've just downloaded this in my VIP group. If you're not a member of it, I would suggest you get over there and become a member. I try to be active in there, and I share things, but I can't share it. I can't do the PDFs and have files on my business page. That's why I created that page, so I could post PDFs and different things in there. So that will be uploaded into that group after this live. And if you guys want to download it, you're free to use it. You're free to print it out and use it however you want. And like I said, it will be in the PDF, or it will be in the VIP group. And I believe I have my VIP group pinned here. I don't know. I think you guys are all in that VIP group. But anyways, if I don't have it pinned, it will be in the description here. So now I'm just going to take these. I took these ones with the more of the Cajun craze in there. Those are going to go on top of the Cajun craze. And this has more of the blues, the azure afternoon. So I'm going to take these and stick these on here. I offset these. I just thought it looked different because I'm always like center, center, center. Nope, I'm offsetting these. So again, if you're just tuning in and you'd like a chance to win these guys, go ahead and type in the word giveaway in the comments and you'll be entered next, and I'll do the giveaway next week. I'll announce it. So you could get a chance to win all 4 of these, plus their envelopes, plus a little something extra for me. I love how that's in the background there, the die. It's just so nice. I am not cheap with my Stampin' seal. I know some people put like a little, like they would just put like one little dab here. Like I can't do it now, but they put one little piece in the middle, and like, no, you have to make sure it's glued down on all the sides, people. It's not that expensive for adhesive. So there they are. So you can see how quickly they go together. I mean, they went together pretty quickly. Then you're just going to take your Stampin' seal. You could pop them up if you wanted to, but I'm keeping this nice and simple. And just going to offset these two any which way you want. Sometimes it's nice to just not overthink something and just whip. You could whip out a bunch of these in no time. You could do, like I said, a bunch of these in no time. And then the last one here. Again, shape dies. These dies are the Nestled Essential dies. They are currently available, but you could use any of your shape dies. I know we all have some form of shape dies. You could put them just, I'm going to do this one just to be different right there. Oops, and I put it on crooked. There we go. There they are. Super easy, right? I mean, like I said, note cards are often overlooked. Then you get all the envelopes with them. You get 20 cards and envelopes in one pack. They are $10 for the note cards. But if you're a demo, they're a little cheaper. Yeah, it's really, I like how they turned out. They turned out really, they got the color, which, you know, pops out. Any of your DSP you could use. I mean, you could just go crazy with them. And this is great, like I said, for your little, everybody, we all have those scraps of DSP. It doesn't have to be a 3x3. Get creative with them. That's just what I did because I was able to use one. So there's 48 pieces of the 6x6. What is this one called? The Evening Skies DSP. So this is a pretty one. I'm just going to flip through it quickly and make y'all sick. And then you got the other side. So 48 times 4 is how many cards that you could create. That's too much math for me to even think about right now. So whatever that is, that's what it is. If my senior son was in here, my 17-year-old, he would be able to tell me in 2.2 seconds. And that makes my head hurt. So anyway, so that is that. I'm going to flip you guys back up. Let's see. Flip you guys back up. Whoa, hold on. Hold on. Here we go. Let's see. I'm probably sideways or upside down. Oh, yeah, I'm up sideways. Upside down. There we go. Woohoo. All right. So that was the Facebook Live tonight. Again, if you guys want to throw up, just hang with me. So, that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed. Easy, super easy, right? Because sometimes we just don't want to think about stuff, and it's like, oh, this fun fold, it's got 72 folds and 18 different cutouts, and I'm done. But this one's really easy. Note cards, some DSP, some sentiment stamp, and then some shape dies. Come on, we all have that stuff in our craft hoard, I guess, because most of us are craft hoarders, right? We love everything and anything crafty, especially DSP. I can get into another story about how much DSP we all have, right? So if you guys like that and enjoyed that, go ahead, leave a comment, giveaway, and then you'll get entered into a chance. If you need any of these products, you can go over to my shop at chris.stampinup.com. No, .net, chris.stampinup.net, and get any of these items. I'm going to leave them all in my the video link. So yeah, the Sky DSP, I like it. I think it's really, I like those kind of, they look, you know, and all the colors that you have such a choice of colors, and then you always have that muted backside that you can use with. So it actually was the first time I opened that DSP. Again, like I said, we all have problems with our DSP, right? So I've had this, I don't even know how long I've had that, but I opened it up and I said, oh, it's not on the last chance item, because that's usually what's been happening to me. I've been opening up stuff or looking and say, oh, I have this DSP, and it's either in the last chance or it's not available anymore. So I have to get better at using my DSP. But yeah, but thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate the support. I love when you guys are here. It's so much fun crafting with you guys, and I hope I've inspired you guys to get going and get some crafting done. And I think that was it. Let me just make sure. I have a little cheat sheet here. I want to make sure that I know. Okay. And then I'll get, Roseanne, I'll get that out to you in the mail this week. And congratulations. And I will talk to you guys next week. You guys have a great rest of your week. I hope you enjoy the first full week of autumn. And I will talk to you guys next week sometime. All right, guys. Thanks again. Bye.